Tonight on Reporting Scotland, renewed concerns over the way police handle emergency calls as officers prepare for their busiest time of the year. Good evening. An investigation has begun into the way police responded to calls from the public about a parked van in Stirlingshire in which a man's body was later found. It took them 2 days to act, and the leader of the Scottish Liberal Democrats is demanding to know what went wrong. It's the latest concern about call handling and comes as emergency services gear up for their busiest time of the year. Here's our Home Affairs correspondent, Reva Alderson.
Golf Alpha 211, 211 from Hotel Alpha.
The front line for police. Calls from the public range from emergencies to domestic abuse, wildlife crime and storm-related incidents. And this is the busiest time of the year. But how is public confidence in police call handling? Operators at the Bilston Glen call centre failed to tell officers about Lamara Bell and John Ewell, who lay in their car on the M9 for 3 days in July last year. 4 months later, police apologised to the family of pensioner Janet Mackay after faults in their investigation into her disappearance. Like the case of Inverness pensioner Albert Inch, found dead 2 months ago, the independent police investigator Perk was asked to review police actions. It's now also investigating the police response to calls about a van in which a man's body was found in Dunnypace near Denny last week. Opposition parties are also demanding answers.
We do need to find out what has gone wrong, whether it's the front line, with the pressure on frontline police officers, or Bilston Glen with the old story about the backlog on calls. Whatever it is, we do need to understand what has gone wrong so we can learn lessons.
The government says it'll await the outcome of the Perk investigation, but the Justice Secretary says he's confident police call handling procedures have improved.
It's appropriate we allow that investigation to take its course, but our staff within our call centres do a very good job, and there have been significant changes in the way in which our call centres are handling calls, and I'm confident over the coming weeks that we are making as much progress as we can to ensure that all of our emergency services are working in a coordinated fashion.
Police say 30 recommendations made by the Inspector of Constabulary following the M9 incident have been implemented, with a new process to ensure high standards of call handling.
What our process has done, though, is indicated that 99.996% of our calls were handled without any issue at point of first contact. So I'm entirely confident in our process, and the public should be too.
The force says it can't comment on the incident in Dunnypace while the investigation by Perk's continuing. Reva Alderson, Reporting Scotland.